Hey guys, my name is Desiree, and I am doing analyzation of my YouTube channel after I've been posting for 90 days, and I post Monday through Friday. I don't have any particular niche. I'm just doing what I like to do. Like today, I got a cup of coffee, and I hadn't really planned on um, doing a recording, but I was like, let me just do this. I'm sitting in front of the computer anyway. So let me tell you, it is a learning experience for me. And I'm recording on my laptop, and I know it's not the best quality, and I'm learning as I go. Like I got my phone, and it's hard to see on my phone. But anyway, so the first 30 days I started off doing PLR products, and I didn't get any traction, but I was determined. I was determined. I'm going to do this. And I feel like why that did not do well is because selling PLR products, and I love PLR products, but selling them, I was like, now this is what some people say this, and then some people do really well. But my thing that was in my head is that I've never sold anything. So how in the world I'm gonna, sell a PLR product bundle to somebody? Now, granted, again, I'm on the computer a lot, so I had found some really nice bundles. Had set up my beacon page, but again, if you don't have that confidence behind what you're selling, I feel like it's just not going to do well. And I feel like that's what happened to me. I just didn't have the passion. And as I start, really trying to push through doing this YouTube thing, I was like, Jesus. I mean, it was hard pushing through. And I finally made it past my 30 days and realized this is not what I want to do. I started posting on TikTok. I got with a group of young girls because I'm 61, and they were so helpful and encouraging and asking questions. And I feel like if you're in that age range of 50 on up, you need to be collaborating. Well, it's so many young people, but you need to find a young person that's going to help you through this thing. And so I made a pivot, and I decided I'm not going to do PLR products. So at that point, um, I actually got a nudge one day. I mean, just out the blue. I was riding the car. I got a nudge one day of the Holy Spirit telling me to, like, everything that comes through my hand is to put that towards of tithing. I know some people get turned off by that, but I don't know how else to say it. And so I made a video about that. And let me tell you, one thing I'm noticing is that sometimes your video don't get traction that day, the next day, 3 days, but I do have one video that after maybe a week or two, it start like it got caught in the algorithm and did pretty well for me because getting 195 views is well for me. But pretty much I'm getting like 7, 12, 14. If I get 20 or 30, that is good for me. Then I start just talking because I'm like, okay, I'm just going to talk and be myself. And I do different things. I record in different places. I record in the kitchen. I record in the bathroom. I record doing my hair. I'm just experimenting, seeing what is catchable for people to look at me. Excuse me. But still, nothing is happening. Okay, so then I go on the week, and I'm in this week. If you go onto my page, oh, why does do this? Okay. If you go onto my page, I'm in this week where I actually get YouTube to pick all my thumbnails, and I make sure that I keep my titles in lowercase because I heard, doing lowercase, letting YouTube pick your thumbnails, they would kind of push you a little bit more. Not so. I think maybe I look quite home, to be honest with you. I'm just not a person. I don't like wearing a lot of makeup, and I guess it just don't look, interesting. I try a thing of doing Saturday love series. So each Saturday for the month. Because if I'm trying something, I try to do it for 4 weeks or I try to do it for 30 days because I want to be able to compare the data. And so honestly, that was just a flop. I was like, I don't feel like wasting my time, even though it could be up there and it could be for somebody later on. I was like, okay, that's not interesting. And then the next day or like Monday, I did a bathroom revelation. Now to get 25 views, that's really good for me. I filmed it in the bath, I recorded in the bathroom, I did it long ways. I really feel like that has something to do with it. I'm forever experimenting with my thumbnails. I'm gonna show it to you. This one right there, this one. And so I think that had something to do with it. And I think using that title was something to make people click on. I'm steadily always thinking what to do. You know, I'm always looking and learning. So that one did pretty well, and I was like, okay. So they say, of course, when you do well, then kind of like look at what you did, copy what you did to keep that traction going. Well, my thing is, if you don't know what the hell you're doing, you don't even know how to copy yourself. I'm so my next video I did Fred 92 and Henry 94. Are they in charge of the YouTube algorithm? I'm kind of funny. I like making people laugh. And I look, see, I thought it was funny. But honestly, nobody thought that was funny. I didn't get any traction off that. So I keep on going. And I at this point I lose my little, I'm like, but I'm not giving up. I'm doing this for a year. And then I go back into letting YouTube choose my thumbnails again. I'm like, okay, maybe it didn't work that time. So in this frame right here, right there, and I use lowercase, nothing really happens other than want YouTube bro upload this app now. I got 14 views. One thing I'm learning now, this is me. I don't want to be offensive to anybody. But one thing I'm feeling like when it comes to somebody that's in their 60s, you are competing with so many young people that's been doing YouTube, for 5 years and they're in their 20s and they're talking faster and they're editing, they're all fancy. So most of the time, people are going to look at their videos. I want to say maybe I should have put in my titles somehow for the groups of ladies for 50 plus, because maybe another lady of my age or higher of wisdom, she might want to look at me giving her advice. So sometimes we want to be in the same arena, but I didn't put that in the title, so YouTube would know to put it out like that. I was surprised my morning rant because I was just fed up. And so I just had a morning rant, but I actually got 11 views off that. So now I go into kind of changing my thumbnails. I found some things on Canva and I'm like, okay, maybe I'll try these. Baby, it don't work. So now I go into, because of course you see I don't mind talking. And I love to encourage people. I love to motivate people. So then I start doing a word for today, but I'm doing 2 videos a day. I'm trying to see, is YouTube gonna be like, what, she trying so hard. Let us try to push her out somewhere. And to be honest with you, I really honestly don't feel it's YouTube. I really feel like, they do have a pattern. For some odd reason, they're not going to keep throwing it out there, keep throwing it out there, keep throwing it out there. But if people are interested in there, of course they're going to keep throwing it out there because on their end they want to make some money. But if they put my videos out there and nobody is not interested, then it's not going to work. Now, one thing in reference to this, when I made these on Canva, they look really pretty. And I don't know if you notice when I'm talking about the word, the one our word for today. When I'm looking at other people videos and then I scroll and see my own, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I really wasn't drawn to clicking on it. Isn't that terrible to say by myself? But you have to be honest in critiquing yourself so you can get to where you want to be. And I was like, I don't know. It looked good on camera, but then when I saw it with everybody else, I was like, I don't really like that. It was like too much going on. So at this point, I said, I feel like I'm not the guru of YouTube. I had to be honest, honest with myself. And I said, you know what? I think I'm just going to kind of get more into the word for the day. I do change. I totally change. I start doing thumbnails like this. And I still think I'm going to change the thumbnail again because it's something about if you keep it the same. It's almost like going shopping. If people see the same things, they're not gonna they're gonna stop looking at it, especially if they don't know you, especially if you don't have a big following, they're not gonna be like, oh, something is exciting over there. And I do experiment with the the thumbnails. Like for instance, right here. Let's see. Right here, these two right here, they were at a low number, but as days went on, and I specifically recorded these vertical with my phone, and they started picking up traction. Now, to be honest with myself, I know the quality of my laptop is not good, but I'm telling you, I'm working with what I have, and I know I'm not the only person on here that has this kind of quality. And I also feel that people are giving people grace and mercy in reference to, just following their journey. They just want something natural. And this week I just did the filming for the word for the day. So, of course, I'm at the place now that I want to try something new, but I honestly feel like I need to stay with um the word for the day. Number one, excuse me, I have this morning stuff like an allergy or something. I feel like I have to stay with it so YouTube will know where to put me. And then also, but I do want to incorporate because I've been torn back and forth. I love animation and I've done like three different animation stories. And they're about maybe 7 minutes long. And so what I was gonna do was put the first one up like the first of the month on a Sunday, and then the second one comes, and then I'm talking more about this, and I'm doing it on latest in the Bible. Then the third week, and so the second and third week, I have a guided ebook to help you kind of like resonate with, like let's say the woman at the well, and I have questions. And so I'm coming on live to talk to the group of ladies to be like, so what did you get from the animation? What spoke to you? How do you see yourself in her? And blah, 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 blah. I really honestly feel like going live is going to help my channel a lot more. I feel like I'll be able to interact with ladies that way. And I also feel like they will, be able to be connected to me. I feel like people still want that connection because another thing is that I'm finding when you are scrolling down on looking at YouTube, when you see somebody live, you automatically click in. I know I do. I automatically click in because I'm like, oh, they're going live. And I just want to see how it is. And so now I need to push myself to actually do that. Was it anything? Oh, definitely cleaning my house, but I decided to make that put that on like a Saturday series, like clean with me on Saturdays, because again, I love doing a lot of things. I do not want to just concentrate on one thing. I like doing several things, but I know that people like on Sundays, they could be like, okay, she does the animation series on Sundays. I come on live on Sundays. She does the cleaning on Saturdays, and throughout the week, she gives a little word. And I'm trying to keep things as short as possible because people don't their attention span is not that long, especially if you're not doing a whole lot of editing. And so I want to say that's it. And I just want to encourage ladies, especially in the age of 50s, 60s on up, to really speak from a place to where your passion is, because that has helped me to keep going. Like, I love doing a word for the day. And I've been constantly in my head, like, because I have started business before, and literally when they say find the place, that pain point, find the place where people need or they want, and then you're the person to give it. And I'm gonna give you an example. I started the daycare center, and I was like, I gotta get ahead of this ball. Nobody was really doing transportation, so I got me a 16 passenger van, and I grew business like within 30 days. I found where people needed something, and I filled it for them. And that's the same thing with YouTube. You have to find, and I've been sitting with myself, I've been praying with myself and saying, God, like, what do they need or want from me? And that's the question that you should ask yourself. Don't feel like just because you're 40 or 50, 60 years old, ain't nothing I can tell. It's a whole lot. It's so much that we in our age range have to give to YouTube, even if it's talking to younger people. It's so many stories, so many things that we've gone through, so much wisdom that we just have to find it. And another thing is that do not do not downplay something so small to you that you be like, be like, just be open in your ears and hearing. It could, I'm sure it's something simple, because even with myself, and it could be the animation. I don't know why I'm fighting against it. That could be it. I think one of the things I'm fighting against it because coming on live. I don't know why it is like scary coming on live. If you mess up, you just mess up, and you'll learn for the next time, won't you? So I'm hoping that this was some sort of inspiration to some person that's on their YouTube journey and, need a words of encouragement. Keep your schedule to what you can do. My days allow me to be able to post, Monday through Friday. But if you can only post once a week, that's fine. I'm a person, I like to see data, but I tend to do that. I tend to shut it down, then I start talking all over again. So I'm gone, and I hope this has helped you in some way. And I'm hoping that you'll continue to watch my journey. And if you saw something in here that was like, okay, Desi, why don't you just do this, or something I said, please comment. My background, I got thick skin. Just go ahead and be like, look, you need to be doing this. Because when I see other people, I'd be like, oh, they should concentrate on that. I'm gone. I'm gone. But again, I'm asking you, if you see something on this channel that you'd be like, look, you need to concentrate on this. You need to do this. You need to do that. You'll be okay. I would greatly appreciate it. And I got 18 subscribers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So it is increasing. I'm gone. Bye.